How's it going, everybody? Daner here with North Central Coins, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the most rare and valuable coins in Australia. Today we're going to be discussing a few rare 50-cent coin varieties you can look for from the land down under that have the potential to make you some really good money. Because these coins were minted after decimalization in the year 1966, it makes your chances of finding one in your pocket change a little tricky but not impossible, and you definitely want to know what to look for so you don't accidentally let a gem slip back into the wilds of circulation. In this video, we will explore the historical context surrounding the production of these rare and valuable 50-cent coins and delve into why they hold such importance in Australian numismatic history. Additionally, we will discuss any distinguishing and identifying features, their significance among collectors, and also the potential value if you happen to own or find a legitimate example. Before I do get into this, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also ring that bell notification so you can stay up to date with my new content as it is being released. And make sure to stay to the end of the video if you'd like to find out how much you could actually get for this coin if you happen to own or find one. And then without any further ado, what do you say we get right into it and discuss the 1979 and 1980 double bar 50-cent coins. Let's get it, guys. The Australian 50-cent coin, featuring the Commonwealth coat of arms on its reverse side, was first introduced into circulation on Decimal Day, which was February 14th, 1966. The initial coins were minted in silver, which added a notable intrinsic value to the currency. However, the rising price of silver soon exceeded the coin's face value, making it impractical to continue using the precious metal for general circulation. As a result, Australian silver 50-cent coins quickly became collector's items valued for their material as well as their historical significance. In response to the impracticality of using silver, a redesign of the 50-cent coin was initiated. By September 1969, a newer version of the coin was introduced, made from a more cost-effective and durable alloy. This new coin also featured a distinctive dodecagonal or 12-sided shape to help distinguish it from the round 20-cent coins. This change in shape was made to prevent confusion among the public due to the similar sizes of the 50 and 20-cent pieces. The newer alloy, consisting of copper and nickel, ensured that the coin could withstand the rigors of daily use without any of the financial issues that were posed by silver. The reverse side of Australian 50-cent coins prominently display the Commonwealth coat of arms, which includes two of Australia's most iconic animals, the kangaroo and the emu. The kangaroo, a symbol of Australia, is well known for its large, powerful hind legs and its ability to leap great distances. These legs, along with its large feet, are perfectly adapted for its unique mode of travel. The kangaroo's long muscular tail serves as a crucial counterbalance during movement, while its small head and large ears make it a distinctive creature. Female kangaroos also possess a pouch called a marsupium, where their young, known as joeys, continue their development post-birth. The emu, another emblematic Australian animal, is the second largest living bird by height, surpassed only by the ostrich. Emus are flightless birds with long necks and legs, adapted for running at high speeds. Their range and territory covers most of mainland Australia, making them a familiar sight across the continent. Both the kangaroo and the emu were chosen for the coat of arms not only because they are unique to Australia, but also because they are unable to walk backwards, symbolizing a nation that only moves forwards. The inclusion of the kangaroo and emu on the Commonwealth coat of arms adds a layer of cultural and natural heritage to Australian 50-cent pieces. This design, created to represent the unity and identity of Australia, underscores the importance of these animals in the national consciousness. Their depiction on the coin serves as a daily reminder of the country's rich biodiversity and the characteristics that make Australia unique. The transition from a silver coin to one made of copper and nickel alloy in 1969 was a significant moment in Australian numismatic history. It reflected the need for practical and sustainable solutions in currency production while maintaining the cultural symbols that resonate with the public. Today, the 50-cent coin remains a staple of Australian currency, valued not only for its utility, but also for its representation of the nation's heritage and its ongoing story. The two rare Australian 50-cent coin varieties from 1979 and 1980, known as the double bar varieties, are highly sought after by collectors due to their rarity and unique features. These coins were minted in somewhat unknown and limited quantities during their retrospective years of issue and are distinguishable from their more common counterparts by the presence of two distinct lines or bars behind the emu's head on the reverse side of the coin. This subtle difference in design makes the double bar variety stand out and adds to their desirability among collectors. The identification of the 1979 and 1980 50-cent double bar coin varieties requires a keen eye and an attention to detail. To distinguish the double bar variety from its much more common counterpart, you need to focus on the area behind the emu's head on the reverse side of the coin. In the double bar variety, there are two distinct lines or bars that connect the emu's head with its tail. On the other hand, the more common issue features only a single bar in this area. This subtle difference in design is crucial for identifying the rare double bar variety and adds an extra layer of intrigue to the world of Australian coin collecting. Now, the existence of this double bar variety can be attributed to various factors, including variations in the minting process and also die production. It's plausible that during the minting of these coins, slight alterations occurred in the dies or machinery used, leading to the creation of the distinctive double bar design. Another possibility is that changes in the design or manufacturing process may have inadvertently resulted in the production of these rare varieties. Whatever the reason may be, the rarity of the double bar varieties on the 1979 and 1980 Australian 50-cent coins adds to their allure and makes them highly sought after by experienced collectors. One of the more substantial theories behind the creation of the double bar varieties suggests they may have originated from a limited run of coins struck with specific modified dies. These modified dies may have been used for a short period or in specific minting runs, which could have resulted in a small number of these coins featuring the unique double bar design. Another possibility is that the double bar varieties were produced as part of an experimental run or a trial phase in the minting process, with only a limited number of these coins being struck before reverting back to the standard design. The significance of the double bar varieties extends beyond their rarity. They also offer collectors a fascinating glimpse into the intricacies of coin production and design. Each coin tells a story of its own, reflecting the craftsmanship and ingenuity of the minting process. The double bar varieties for the 1979 and 1980 50-cent coins are prized possessions among collectors. Their unique design and limited mintage make them highly sought after, while their origins remain somewhat shrouded in mystery. Whether struck from modified dies or produced during an experimental phase, these rare varieties offer collectors a glimpse into the fascinating world of Australian coin production and design. Now, before we get into the value, some of the details and specifications for these 50-cent pieces, if any of these are off, it may indicate that the coin is not authentic. The mintage figure for the 1980 50-cent Australian coin is 38,681,000. Now, I do have to mention that there are proof versions of these coins as well, and you can also identify the double bar variety for the proof versions. And if you do, they are much more rare and valuable even than the circulation strikes. Now, when it comes to mintage figure for the 1980, there were only 68,000 proofs struck, and the double bar varieties are included in those mintage figures. It is somewhat unknown exactly how many of them exist, but it is definitely not too many of them, and only a few are graded and accounted for currently. The mintage figure for the 1979 50-cent piece is 24,886,200. The mintage figure for the 1979 proof 50-cent piece is 36,000, and once again, the double bar is included in those mintage figures. These coins should be composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. They should have a diameter of 31.5 millimeters, and they were designed and engraved by Arnold Mockin for the obverse and Stuart Devlin for the reverse. Now, once again, to identify the double bar variety, what you want to do is look behind the emu's head on the reverse of the coin, and you want to look for two bars or lines that connect the back of the emu's head to its tail feathers. If you can identify that, then you have the double bar variety. In terms of value, it would seem that the 1980 is slightly more rare and valuable, especially on the high end. If you can score in that mint state range, you can definitely make a good profit off of one of these coins. For the 1979 double bar, it can be worth around $10 for an MS63, around $30 for an MS65, and the maximum value that you're going to be getting if you can identify the double bar variety on your 1979 Australian 50-cent coin is around $50 for an MS66. Now, these are somewhat modern coins, and Australian coins tend to grade a little bit higher on the Sheldon scale. They have a way better chance of scoring between 68 and 70. And if you did manage to score in that range, I don't doubt that you could easily get anywhere from a couple hundred to maybe $500 to $1,000 for these rare varieties if they are in exceptional condition. Now, the rarer of the two circulation strikes is the 1980 double bar variety. It is worth around $50 for an MS65, so about $20 more, and the maximum value that you can get for the 1980 double bar is $75 for an MS66, so it's worth about $25 more than the 1979. Once again, if it did score any higher, I don't doubt that you would see some massive price jumps. And then we also have the proof strikes for these coins. If you are able to find an Australian 1979 or 1980 proof set and you can identify the double bar varieties for the 50-cent piece, then you can make a potential massive profit. Now, there's currently only a price estimate for the 1979, but if you can identify that double bar on your 1979 Australian proof 50-cent piece, it can be worth around $800 for a PR70. Now, that is at the tip top of the Sheldon scale, the nicest, most exceptional condition coin that you could have. The 1980 is actually a little bit less rare when it comes to the proof strikes. They made about twice as many of the 1980 proof 50-cent pieces, but I still don't doubt that you could get around $400 to $500 if it did hit that PR70 mark. These are some of the rarest and most sought after of the modern 50-cent pieces that you can find by searching through your pocket change or coin roll hunting, so it is definitely good to have these on your radar. What do you guys think about the 1979 and 1980 double bar 50-cent coins? What would you do if you ever found a legitimate example, or if you ever have found any of the coins that I discussed in this video? Please let me know down in the comments. I would love to know. Also, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also ring that bell notification so you can stay up to date with my new content as it is being released. But I think that is pretty much going to do it for this one, folks. So until the next one, everybody, peace out and have a good one, y'all.